All right, all right. We are live again. 420. It's like 424 as far as the date is. Welcome back to another community breakdown. If you're new here, my name is Christian Clay. The guests that we bring onto the show are licensed realtors that are on my team that are specialists in their area, like my man Corey here. And today we're going to be breaking down a community in the fast-growing Land Olakes community. You're going to be getting a drone tour, community tour. We're going to show you some homes, talk about the features, the benefits to the home. You're going to get the good, the bad, the ugly. It's not pretty, but I promise you this. Give me one of these, Corey. It's coming from the heart, folks. I promise you that. And with that being said, welcome, Mr. Corey Hamilton, the Wesley Chapel King. What's up, man?
Thank you. Not much, man. It's another beautiful day in Tampa Bay. It's been, 75, 80 degrees and sunny for the past 2 weeks. So I do have a question for you. How's your lawn looking?
It's not looking bad, actually. All right, so can I give you a quick lawn update before we give everybody the community update?
Please do.
All right, so I did notice my lawn was getting a little dry. But about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we put down some weed and feed, and so it's looking very green, and I've been watering the crap out of it. The only thing, when we don't get a lot of rain here in Florida, you can see, your lawn will show you where your sprinklers are not hitting properly. But other than that, lawn's looking good. Why do you ask?
Hey, I just know you're a stickler for getting that green, lush lawn. Christian's the guy looking out the blinds, making sure he's the one with the best lawn in the neighborhood. So.
You should see me. That's not funny at all. If my wife's watching this, she's probably laughing. So it's looking great, though, man. So talk to us. What community are we looking at? We're going to obviously show everybody a map on where it's located.
Yeah. So we are looking at Deerbrook in Land Olakes. Land Olakes and Lutz, Wesley Chapel, they're kind of flow seamlessly together through State Road 56. So we see a lot of new communities coming into this area. Great location for what we got going on in Tampa. You straight shot down US 41, takes you right into Dale Mabry Highway, which kind of goes right through the center of Tampa, right downtown.
Look at that, 35 minutes to the airport for a suburb. Now, obviously, 35 minutes with the traffic. It could be an hour and 5 minutes, so they say. But check this one out. I thought this was really cool. 45 minutes to the beach. I mean, and this is Sunset Beach, which is a private beach. It's not Clearwater, right? You're not going to go there and get the masses of people. But if you're living in Tampa, it's going to be way longer to the beach than that. So you're actually probably closer than a lot of, areas inside of Tampa. And then, obviously, I like to put the premium outlets here. It says it's about a 22-minute drive. Could be a little less, could be a little more there.
Yeah, so this is one of the premier destinations within Land Olakes. And if the name doesn't explain itself, Land Olakes is kind of known for the picturesque landscapes and the serene atmosphere. It offers a blend of that rural and suburban life, which is kind of really nice. The area boasts numerous lakes, parks, forests, which kind of provides the optimal hiking, fishing, and boating for the residents that live in the area. And even though this area has experienced significant residential and commercial growth, it kind of maintains the charm and the peaceful retreat from the city life and preserves that small town feel.
I can see that there. For somebody that wants to move to Tampa but doesn't want to be in the hustle and bustle, the busy, but they also don't want to be in an area that's really old, right? And it's like new mixed with old. I feel like they've done a really, really good job here in Land Olakes. And it's still, like you said, it feels like a community, right? It doesn't feel like that fast-growing city and you don't know. It feels like it's a community still.
Correct. The growth that's coming to the area is there's a Publix on every corner here in Florida now. So with those plazas, there's your pizza place, your Chinese food, the Mexican restaurants, your cell phone providers, banks. All of those are kind of the commercial growth that's coming to the area. The daily life that you need to use is coming, not just as much as the city crowded areas.
And I know we're talking about this particular community here. What's the name of that lagoon? Is it out here in Land Olakes? The other one that has the farm to table ordeal?
No,
Angeline.
So yes, Angeline is going to be in Land Olakes as well. It's going to extend all the way up into Spring Hill as well. That's going to be a massive, massive community. But yes, it is not far from this community that we're looking at today.
Hey, we have people in Angeline. I mean, they may have been the first building in Angeline there. So shout out you guys for getting in early. All right. So driving tour is awesome. Let's go ahead and pop the drone in the air while we talk more about some of the stats and stuff. How does that sound?
It sounds perfect because I think the drone's going to give you the best visual of the community. And this
Land
is why
Olakes.
Land Olakes. This is a beautiful brand new community that's surrounded by wilderness and conservation, beautiful lakes and ponds with the little lily pads. Majority of these lots are going to be on water or on conservation. They do have 40-foot, 50-foot, and 60-foot lots here, which once again is the frontage of your home, the width of the front of your home. So they do provide 3 different sizes of lots here, but almost all of the homes are going to have really, really nice views. It's very peaceful and quiet in this area. But like we said, you're just a few minutes from the hustle and bustle. If you need to get to the banks, to the gym, into the city, great location in this area, but gives you that peaceful retreat that's just a little bit away from the city.
So you know what I'm noticing? Street lights, sidewalks, green space. It doesn't seem congested. For a community to offer some 40-foot lots, obviously you're saying that they have 50 plus as well. It seems inviting, seems open. And obviously they still need to build these lots. But lots that back up to conservation, like, come on, man. Come on, man. That's what we need.
And we work with a few clients where that is a demand that they do need. They don't want to see, they're moving away from the city so that they can have this peaceful retreat, and they don't want to see homes, their neighbors, when they're in their backyard or in their living room looking out of their backyard with the sliders. They want to have these peaceful retreats that this community is going to offer. And with those 40, 50, and 60-foot lots, they're also providing 2 different series, their Express series and their Tradition series.
Damn,
so
they're doing Express out here?
They're doing Express Elite out here.
Okay. Talk to us.
So we'll get into that. We can talk about it right now. So this builder does offer that Express series, and what is that? That's usually quartz countertops, but for mica in your bathroom.
Right.
Maybe carpet in the living area. The Express Elite will provide you with tile throughout, the quartz throughout. You get nicer cabinets, nicer finishes. So this is going to be a little bit higher tier, but it's still going to give you the affordable price point. So with that being said, I would say this community is going to be for everyone. I envision it being for families. I think a lot of families are going to live in this community just with the proximity to schools, highly rated schools. But you can get, like the Tradition series and get some beautiful finishes in the home as well.
Can I point out something that I like?
What's that?
Mr. Wesley Chapel King, may I?
Please do.
I like how this additional 3rd car garage is in between the entryway and the the traditional 2-car, right? Usually you see that the other way around.
Correct.
But it looks cool. It looks cool to have the extended garage on the other side. Very subtle, guys. My apologies. Go ahead and enlighten us more about this community.
I agree with you on that. I actually saw one the other day where it was 2-car garage, the front door,
Mr. King.
and then a 3-car on the other side.
There it is, right there. So I'm not lying, people. All right.
Yes. These
Bruh, hold on. Look at this view.
Look at the views, and look, this road goes down to a cul-de-sac too.
No.
So you're talking.
This doesn't look like Florida. This looks like some sort of like mountain in the background.
This is what I was trying to tell you, that it offers these forests in Land Olakes. So like they have these super tall trees that are kind of piney, like you said. They look like northern trees. They're not just all Florida beachy palm trees. It does give you that like kind of foresty feel in this community, and it's like I said, being in the community, it's very peaceful and quiet because you do have acres and acres of wilderness that surround the community.
So there is a mailbox section, so you're not going to have mailboxes outside of your home. I never really asked the audience how they felt about that, but if you're watching this on replay, let us know what you feel about that. A lot of these newer communities are going to offer that type of mailbox service where you have to go to your mailbox. Most people go to their mailbox once a week. Versus having your private mailbox right there in your front yard. Those are little things that people probably don't even pay attention to until it's time to move in. You're like, I got a key for my mailbox. Like, oh yeah, your mailbox is, in a section in the community there.
Yeah, you're 100% right about that. And that just is due to the growth in Florida. As many homes are being built here, it's just more efficient for the mail service to go to a mailbox center and throw everything in. This is a shot right there. If you want to go back a second, that is actually Land Olakes High School, which is just behind the community. You can see the sports fields out back. Yeah. So that's about half a mile from the community. So your kids can walk or ride their bikes to school right from this community. Land Olakes High School is an A-rated school as well. We always recommend you to do your research on these communities or on the schools. But it's A-rated. It's A-rated in diversity, academics, and college prep. 2,000 students, 23-to-1 student to teacher ratio. we like to harp on that too, because why is that important? Well, your teachers are more involved individually with the students. They can identify academic issues, social issues, and mental health issues. That mental health has kind of come to the forefront over the past decade of health problems. So
Yeah.
having the smaller classrooms does really provide your kids with the best positive classroom situation.
Please believe if you go to a private school, your student to teacher ratio is going to be very similar to this, right? Like what you're doing is you're paying for more, I don't want to say one-on-one attention, but small group attention. And so when you can get a public or a charter school with a smaller student to teacher ratio, that is how you can see some benefits in the education aspect and the attention aspect as well. So, but either way, yes, do your research. You can always reach out to us. We'll send you some links. We're just going based on, what we're seeing online. It's an A-rated school.
Absolutely. Same with the middle school and the elementary school. They're both B-rated. And a lot of these schools, there's only about an 8% teacher percentage that's going to be first or second year teachers. So you're seeing a lot of teachers stay in the school district, kind of building those relationships within the community and within the school board.
What would you say, before we move on, what would you say is the number one academic city for schools? Now, we're not ranking it, right? But based on grades and based on what our clients have been saying, what would you say is the number one destination right now?
It's definitely going to be Wesley Chapel for schools. You're going to see the most high-rated schools in the Wesley Chapel area, but the Lutz, Land Olakes area, also very highly rated schools. Yeah. And all of Pasco County has been very proactive on building new schools, keeping those ratios at a healthy level. Yeah. So that's another thing that we're kind of seeing in the area, because there is so much land, as you can see. There's a lot of opportunity to build new schools and kind of wash the students into different areas. And like we said, in Pasco, there is choice schooling as well. The open enrollment period did just end. It was April 15th to the 19th. And that's the period where you can go and apply to certain schools, whether your kid wants to get into a STEM program or a magnet school, IB programs, a Cambridge program. And the Kirkland Ranch over in Wesley Chapel just opened their K-8 school. They had the high school before, but now they're open for elementary.
Kirkland Ranch, that right there by the lagoons?
That's it, Kirkland Ranch.
I like that school.
It looks like a spaceship.
It looks like it looks like a spaceship. That's a pretty cool school.
It is, and they just opened the elementary, but another highly rated school, and they all have different programs, so you can really research and see what your kids want to do, what they're into academically or athletically, and you can choose a school that you want to have them go to.
Very nice. All right, so before we go any further into any tours or stuff like that, what are some of the numbers in this community that the people would need to know?
Yeah, so in this community, it's one builder. There's going to be 410 home sites. So it's kind of like a perfect balance between a large community and a quaint private community.
Yeah.
They're going to be selling homes between $370,000 all the way up to just under $600,000. 3 to 5 bedrooms, 2 to 4.5 bathrooms, 2 and 3 car garage homes. And they go from 1,560 square feet all the way up to the largest floor plan that this builder offers, almost 4,000 square feet.
Man. For this builder?
For this builder.
And we're going to see some of their higher tiered stuff. Like whenever you see this builder with a 3-car garage, and must I add, I think that we sell probably this builder, they're top 3 with us, I would say. Like we help people with a lot of these homes. We can definitely with confidence tell you when they're doing their higher end product, and this is it. Well,
correct.
Not the Express Elite, the other product.
The Tradition Series, correct.
Yes,
but
okay.
Even though this is one of those builders that is a spec builder, which means they're going to professionally design the entire home for you, interior and exterior. Like we said, we kind of see it as a blank canvas. You're going to get some premium upgrades in that Tradition Series, but there's also a ton of room for you to customize and put your own personal touch on the home.
Very, very nice. All right, what are the fees? What are the fees? Hit us.
Fees, all the fees, always. So there is an HOA. It's only going to be around $30 a month.
You know what that means, people. You've been watching this show enough. When the HOA is low, it's followed. A CDD is followed behind. Hit us.
A CDD follows, but before I even tell you that, there will be amenities in the community. You're going to have a dog park. You're going to have a playground, and then there's going to be a really nice resort-style pool with a cabana as well. The CDD can go anywhere from $240 up to $290 a month.
Okay.
That's just depending on if you're in a 40, 50, or 60-foot lot. The price will vary a little bit there. So all in all, you're looking around $260 to $350 a month with all of your fees included.
Nice. I'd be interested in seeing what the amenity center looks like. Keep in mind, people, your CDD is like a tax, and you're here where there are A-rated schools, and so a lot of people will pay to be in these particular areas to have that feeling and that that comfort, so to speak, as far as like the community aspect of living. So I'm not opposed to it personally. Me personally, I'm not opposed to it. I know a lot of people are like, I want this, this, and this, and I don't want any HOAs or CDDs. And it's like, okay, cool. You get what you pay for, pretty much.
Exactly. And we just spoke with a new client the other day, and they were looking for no HOA or no CDD fees, but they want new construction. That is very hard to come by in Florida.
Custom build, a custom build in the woods somewhere.
That's pretty much your option at that point. But if you want to get an affordable home like this builder does provide, they do give you great incentives for interest rate buy down and your closing cost assistance. This is going to be something that might be affordable to you. And with the block-on-block construction and a 10-year warranty, it's a good route for a lot of the clients that we're working with at this price point.
No doubt. Anything else about the community numbers before we jump into these home tours?
No, I think the numbers breakdown of the house will be a little bit more kind of decisive for people that are looking in this area.
For sure. Okay, so before we move on to the home tour, I want to let everybody know about myhome.morefla.com. Links in the description down below. This is way better than Zillow. You want to know how I know? This is what Zillow said about my client's home value. He's like, should we sell here? And we ended up selling for this price. That's a big difference. Super easy to use. Type your address in, see what your home value is. Links in the description down below. All right. What are we looking at right here? What are the specs of this beauty?
Ooh, this is my favorite floor plan that they offer.
Must I add, a lot of people want this floor plan, but it's so tough to find.
It is. They don't build it in every community. And I was going to mention to you also, this community offers 17 different floor plans. So that is why it can be pretty much for anyone. You can find Express Series, Tradition Series, 40-foot lots up to 60-foot lots, 2-car, 3-car, 1 single-story, 2-story. There's homes for everyone in this community. And with the private, tranquil feel you get, I feel like it's going to be awesome for a lot of people that are looking to live in the North Tampa area, whether it's Wesley Chapel, Lutz, or Land Olakes. This is the Holden model. It is, let's see here, we got 3,313 square feet.
Somebody say front porch?
Front porch. I know a lot of people love that. You get the brick exteriors on these homes too, because it does have that little, like we said, they're higher end of the series. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2-car garage. It's got a flex and a bonus room. Like I said, it's a very spacious home. And with their Tradition Series, you are going to get 9-foot 4-inch ceilings on the first floor, 8-foot 8 inches on the second floor. You get some nice brushed nickel finishes. And like you can see, it's nice and bright and airy in this one too.
This is your flex space, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Cool. 2 windows in there. And this is big. That's a big old flex space.
It really is. And you're going to see a lot of the spaces in this room. And I was actually surprised on how big the bedrooms are. Usually when you get the 4 or 5 bedroom houses that are like 3,000 square feet, they're a little bit tighter because you have flex and bonus rooms and open dining areas.
Yeah.
These ones have some really nice sized bedrooms as well.
Big 42-inch cabinets, crown molding. Looks like quartz countertops here, but I'll let you tell me if I'm wrong. I'm just kind of yelling them out here.
You hit everything right on the head there.
Cool. Yeah,
one of my favorite parts.
High ceilings. Go ahead.
Yeah, high ceilings, tray ceilings. Look at the amount of windows you get in this living space as well. Flows very nicely together. But my favorite part is coming up here in just a second, which I think you're going to like a lot too. Something that you like to harp on and you like to rate, maybe.
I know what it is.
Yes, it's this little butler's pantry area.
This is cool.
I love this space.
Did they do this in Epperson? Did they do this in Epperson with this one? Yeah. Okay. I like this.
Yeah. It's very nice, isn't it? And then the size of the pantry is awesome as well. I love the space. It feels like it can be very useful for many different things.
Bruh, come on. DR, 5 stars. This the first 5 stars of the show now. Now the reason why, are there bigger, are there better pantries? Absolutely, but we're dealing with D.R. Horton. This is that move up product that they're offering here, right? So entry level builder traditionally, but giving you that higher move up kind of feel, so to speak. You're talking about bigger bedrooms, higher ceilings, crown molding in some of the spot, butler's pantry, big cabinetry. So
Absolutely.
you know,
Then
without obviously like paying maximum dollar like you would for some of the other builders, you know?
Oh, of course. That's what we like to say. At this price point, it is a very affordable home. You get a ton of really nice finishes. You can even see the tile on the ground, the 18 by 18. It's staggered in that 70-30. So it's kind of offset each tile. So it gives you a little bit more textured feel going throughout the home. Nice covered lanai out here, and a great yard size as well.
Good yard size there. And you can definitely put a pool in there comfortably.
Yes, because it has that, like, to the side right there on the left. You could put a pool on that side. You could extend the
I
patio.
need to do, you know what I need to do? We should go back to all of our clients that wanted a pool when they reached out and see how many actually put a pool in. How many people say that? I trust me, I need to have a pool, right? And we should see how many people actually put that pool in. And I know some of you have, right? So it's not for you, but just saying.
Of course, and you have a lot of these communities have community pools as well, so it doesn't have to be done right away. It's something that if you are going to live in the home for 10 plus years, you can do it down the road at your own time and at your own pace. So there is a bedroom down here and a full bathroom, great ensuite area. Nice and bright in here as well, and it's always nice to have at least one bedroom downstairs for guests, for parents.
A little underwhelmed with this room. Slightly. One window.
So this is going to be the smallest of the bedrooms.
Yeah. So I'm eager to see what the others look like. But having, like you said, the one room downstairs with the ensuite right here, perfect for a guest bedroom, you know? Perfect for a guest bedroom. Guest bedroom, you don't really need to have. Look at this little drop area.
I knew you would love that too. You got to have somewhere to drop your keys, your shoes.
DR said, "Shut up, Christian. Check this out, huh? That's a guest bedroom.
Drop zones. Yep.
What about this drop zone?
What about this one, Christian? How do you like this one?
No,
it's
I like
really
this
nice
a lot.
Drop zone. It's spacious. It's really big. You can see that they've done the tile in the shower instead of just the insert, which is a nice little added feature that they're doing in this series as well. It's just a single sink, but like you said, for a guest, for an office space to use that bedroom downstairs, I think it's well used.
It's the ceiling heights that are really standing out to me downstairs. So I do like the layout. I like, obviously, that pantry area is gorgeous. Love the backyard space. I think that they checked a lot of boxes there. But the ceiling height is very, very nice.
Correct. So we got a nice, large bonus room up here, 20 by 17. You can see they have a couch, TV, foosball table, a little sitting area in the corner. So this could be multi-purpose room that can work for everybody in the family.
Whoa. Double doors there.
there.
You're going to
hold off on that.
Yeah. So we have something special.
I had to save it.
We have something special.
Yep. So we come down this hallway right here. We got
That's a deep closet. Coat closet? I call that like the vacuum closet.
I was going to say your vacuum closet right there. Exactly. So this home does have a ton of storage in it as well. Laundry room upstairs, perfectly located with all the bedrooms. Yep. There's a nice little surprise for this laundry room too. We'll hold off on that one until later. But
okay,
nice to
the
have
window
a
to me is a decent surprise.
Exactly. So yeah,
you're holding off on that surprise. Well, you're going back to the
yeah.
There's another surprise in the laundry room. Well, I already know what it is. It goes over to a bathroom or something. Watch.
Okay, we'll see.
Because why would he leave the laundry room and then go back to the laundry room? Look at this room here. So this isn't the primary. 2 windows. I like it. Hey, they're showing me up.
Yeah, this bedroom is going to be a 13 by 18 bedroom. So that's a very large bedroom for what would be, I'm guessing, maybe your children's bedroom. Walk-in closets also in the secondary bedrooms that aren't the primary.
What I like about these windows.
Well.
I like about these windows is you have an open panel, right? Like you don't have all of like the crossing going on in the windows. Like it's very open and airy, so to speak, right?
You also don't see a lot of times that they put the block in between the windows. A lot of times when you see double windows, they're just kind of stuck together.
Yeah.
That's nice that they put the block in between the windows there as well. Just gives it more of a sturdy function as well.
Very
Instead of
true.
having they can flex a little bit more when they're both windows are together like that.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. So we're gonna work our way over to another bathroom over here.
Okay. So
That
far, so
perfectly
decent.
functioned. Yep, just got the double sinks, but it also has the commode and the shower separate. So
Yeah.
if your kids need to get ready in the morning, one can be in there brushing his teeth, one can be taking a shower. I think it's a great functionality that they put into this bathroom with those two bedrooms right there.
And you got to have you got to have a bathtub in the home somewhere, right? So it's
Of
most builders are
course.
going to put it somewhere, that kind of shower tub combo.
Yep. All right.
Primary
This
or no,
bedroom
no, no,
over
secondary
here,
number 2.
secondary
Secondary number
number two,
3
another. We
because
have
we had
3 bedrooms.
yeah,
Yep, but
with
we're
the
not
guest one
counting the
downstairs.
guests downstairs. Yep, we got 2 upstairs in the primary. This is
This
another large room,
yeah, I was going to say
13
this is
by
a big
18.
man, it's a big old
Thir-
room.
13 by 18. It's a large room. It really is. Another 2 windows there. Got a nice. This isn't as much of a walk-in, but it is still a deeper closet
Yeah.
that you get in there.
No,
Behind
call
the
it a walk-in,
doors.
no doubt. I'm just waiting on you to open
For
the
sure.
back side of the laundry room. I'm just waiting on it. It's happening.
We're gonna get there. We'll get there. But another 3 windows in your loft up here. Great usage of the space that they have it designed as. But you could do so much with this loft space. You
Big
could
old
do
loft
a
space.
media room.
4.2 on the loft. 4.2
Yes,
stars. Hey, I think it's good.
with this builder, I think it's a pretty good loft space up here. More
That's
storage that you got upstairs.
yeah,
For
board games and
anything you
stuff.
need.
Okay, so the double doors. I'm interested in seeing how sturdy that is for the double
Yep.
doors. Like, did they go really quality on those, or do they kind of flex a little? I mean, this is your look at the sitting space in here. But
Yeah.
if you understand what I'm trying to say, right? Like, you're opening your doors
Mm-hmm.
to your primary. Does it feel quality? Does it feel wobbly? I don't think we're going to see it through the screen here, but just something that I would think about. This is a very nice
Of course.
room.
Very nice room. Tray ceilings, very bright. All in all, it's around 320 square feet with the sitting area included.
Oh,
Right
I
in
don't see
this,
any
I would
doors.
love this space over here.
That's nice. I'm starting to like that more and more. Something with the laundry room here. I knew it. Look how big this freaking closet is.
This is one of my favorite features that any builder could offer is when your laundry room is attached to the primary closet. That is ideal for doing laundry. You kick your clothes off, throw them in the hamper, and you got to just move them 3 feet to the laundry room to get your laundry done.
Have Holden's always been like this, or are they kind of tweaking it some?
Yeah, they've
Gotcha.
been like this.
Keep in mind, people, it's so tough to find these Holden models, right? Like,
Yes.
I remember at one point we were like trying to find one. We were just like, where do you find them?
We were searching the city for one of our clients to find this model, but they also have a Torino model. That's the one that goes up to 4,000 square feet. And the second floor is stunning. Massive, massive living space. Kind of has the same flow with the laundry room into the master as well. They don't have one available at the moment, but they will be building it in this community as well.
A little high.
I couldn't get away from mirrors in this one. I was still stuck. There's mirrors everywhere. But this is a well laid out bathroom as well. You got the tub, big picture window in there, separate vanities.
Yep.
You got more storage and linen closets, the separate water closet. Perfectly designed bathroom for this owner suite that is beautiful.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. I think they did an excellent job with that, and it's very inviting. The 2 doors. I really do want to see how that holds up.
I'll shake them around next time to see if they're
Yeah, just a little wok, see if it's how sturdy it is. But it looks gorgeous though. It looks way better than having that single door for sure.
Mm-hmm. And this floor plan, like if we were looking in Wesley Chapel, was easily $50,000 to $75,000 more, with maybe some higher fees as well. So this
What was the
community
square
is going to
footage?
offer you 3,313.
33. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'll guess the price on this one. All right, we ready for number 2? We'll get to see that inverted third garage.
Yes. This floor plan is another great floor plan. We just closed one of these recently in the Epperson Lagoon with one of our clients that they actually did put the pool in their backyard.
Oh, they have the pool in there?
They have a beautiful conservation water view. It's acres and acres of just protected wildlife right behind them. And now they're getting this really nice pool that's just going to sit out and look right over it, which is
good
awesome.
for you guys. Hey, what are the specs of this home?
So this one is 4 bed, 3.5 bath, 3 car garage, 2,794 square feet. It has right here, you can see in the first 2 bedrooms, they're Jack and Jill, and it does have a Gen suite also attached to it.
I like this floor plan.
I really like this floor plan. It's a single story and gives you that large feeling. You said almost up to 3,000 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's perfect for, we have a lot of people right now that are moving to Florida from out of state and bringing their parents with them. This is one of the few we've searched many different builders in many different areas looking for Gen suites for some of our clients. And this is one of the only functional, affordable floor plans that we could find between all of the builders.
Yep, absolutely. And there's a lot that you can do with it. There's a lot that you could do with that Gen Suite. I mean, the value of your home on a resale side, it will hold very strong.
Absolutely. And it's well laid out. Like you said, the 2 bedroom and the Jack and Jill kind of being separate here from the half bathroom and the Gen Suite. The laundry room is going to be located. Here's our garage, Christian.
That's the golf cart right there, or the boat. You know, if you got a little boat like me, I got like a flats boat. It's really more of a John boat, but we treat it like a flats boat. But yeah, that's where it would go. So this is inverted. I really don't see it like this normally, so I'm getting adjusted to it. I mean, it's the same damn thing, right? But you know what? I tell you what. It
functions really well.
Check this out. Most people are going to use that for the golf cart, right? Mm-hmm. So if the golf cart's here versus a full vehicle, you're going to have a lot more space when you walk out. You're going to walk out, and the golf cart's not as big as a car. So, hey, just trying to see the positive in things.
Absolutely. We got a really spacious laundry room going on right here, right next to the Gen Suite as well. So the access for, if you have relatives living in that Gen Suite is really efficient. I love when the HVAC is, I love when it's in the laundry room.
Yeah.
Kind of tucked away from the home. It's not right next to your bedroom where you hear it kicking on all night.
Yeah, any of the noises and maintenance stuff.
Absolutely. So this is going to be kind of the living area of the Gen Suite.
What could we do for them? You think we can get them the refrigerator inside of, for their Gen Suite? Is it something that's doable?
I think it's something we could probably negotiate. We have negotiated appliances with some of our deals with different builders. So it all depends on the builder and the community that we're working with.
Yeah.
But you see, you get double tray ceilings in the living room and in the bedroom here for the Gen Suite. Nice.
So how could you make that a full Gen Suite where whoever's in there can cook? What would you do?
You would have to get a stove in there somehow.
Yeah.
You would have to get some kind of cooking surface to be in that kitchen area. It might be something you have to kind of
do aftermarket.
Do yourself.
Yeah.
Aftermarket. Yeah. Maybe you have to take up a countertop and fit it in, but it could definitely be done.
Dude, they did the shiplap inside the home.
Yeah, this is the model home. Just remember, this is the model home.
This is the model home. Gotcha. Because I'm wondering, I'm like, what? When did they? Okay.
This community just opened last week. It hasn't even been 7 days that they've been selling in this community.
Gotcha.
So it is a brand new community, which also means it is going to be the best time to purchase one of these homes. You're going to get in at the lowest price of the community at any point before they sell 410 homes in here.
What are we seeing for people that want to, let's just say it's their first time purchasing some sort of new construction. They like this model. They know it's going to be built on Lot A, but it's available. Like, what is it going to take for that person to secure Lot A, roughly?
Yeah, so all you're going to need is a pre-approval from either a lender you work with, a private lender that's outside the company, or their preferred lender. We always suggest working with the preferred lender of these builders. Even if you have a pre-approval already, once you go under contract, you can switch lenders anytime before you close to get the most incentive. If you work with the preferred lender of the builder, they're going to offer you that special interest rate where they have paid a forward commitment to buy the interest rate down and then pay a bulk, if not all, of your closing costs as well. So
let me ask you this.
You want to get?
No. You didn't even finish the question. Go ahead. Go for it.
That was pretty much it. It's just we're going to just need a pre-approval from the lender, and then you can make a deposit to secure the home.
How much are deposits going for?
3.5% FHA, 5% conventional, 10% if you're paying cash, 20% for an investment property.
And if you got questions about that, come talk to us. If you have issues with that, come talk to us. We'll see what we can do for you. What's the benefit to the in-house lender having your loan? What's the benefit to them?
Well, that's a good question, actually. We have worked with people that use their own lender and they're from, let's say, California or they're from Texas. The lender for the preferred builder knows the construction process, they know the fees, and they can give you the most accurate estimate on what your mortgage payment and what all it's going to cost to get into the home. A lot of the times, if you just go with a national company, they might say, hey, this is what it's going to look like if you're mortgage, but they don't know all of the fees that go into the appraisals and everything else that's going to take to get into the new construction home. So the in-house lender knows the process, the fees, the timing. They know how to time the loan to lock your rates in appropriately. And it's just going to be a lot smoother process because that lender also works very closely with the agents on site.
Right.
So they're going to be able to communicate with you much easier. You're going to have the lender, you're going to have us, and you're going to have an on-site agent all knowing the process together at the same time. Where sometimes if you're with an out-of-house lender, we might have to track them down, find them, make sure that they're up to speed on when the house is ready to be inspected and appraised, the whole process. So in-house lenders are definitely make the transaction much more smooth.
I would say they do too, right? And I would say this, people, just so you know, these contracts for these builders are built to protect the builder. Like, full transparency. I always tell somebody there are very rarely any ways out of these contracts. And does it seem scummy from their standpoint, from the outside looking in? Yeah, but you got to remember this. They're building these homes. They deal with just as much BS as we think that they are giving to you, right, the buyer. They're protecting themselves, right? So, like, before we get under contract, reviewing everything, making sure it's something that you're comfortable with, and then making the decision is always key here. And before we look at these finishes, another thing that I would say is that, they incentivize you to use their in-house lender. One, it's business, but two, they actually get to see what is going on behind the scenes, because one of the things that can stop them from selling the home when it's under contract is your financing, right? So if your financing is not going to happen, they have their buddy that's with them that can say, hey, it's not looking too good, right? So the benefit to them having the inside lender is, it helps them see things and kind of forecast if a home's going to come back to market or just the process in general. So.
No, it's a very good point. And to go with that, we also speak to these lenders. I spoke to an in-house lender the other day for a builder to help negotiate and navigate what our client is looking for. They were offering $15,000 in a special interest rate towards buying that home and then some closing costs. However, our client wanted to use all of the incentive towards interest rate. So she gave them an estimate on what they're offering currently as an incentive, the interest rate and the closing costs. But I was able to speak with her and say, hey, no, let's use the full $25,000 towards the interest rate, which brought them in well below what they were getting. I think they were at 6%, and we got them to 5.25% by the time we used all that incentive. And that's what they were looking for. They're willing to pay their closing costs by themselves. So we work with the in-house lenders as well. Like we said, it's going to be us, the agent, and lender all working together to just kind of make it a smooth process for you.
1,000%. Well said. How'd you like that new view, huh? You just popped up. You weren't even expecting that, were you?
I wasn't. It threw me off for a second.
It was like big you, little you.
I didn't see me coming there.
So what are we looking at?
All right. So this right here on the left side of the room is the Express Elite packages. These are the 4 packages that they'll offer with your counters, your floors, your cabinets, and the carpet color. So when you go to find one of these homes, because they do decide, they've pre-selected all of the homes in the community to have these certain packages. If you really don't like one and it is like the dark espresso, we can try to find you a home where you're like, hey, we like the white one in these floors. So knowing what the packages look like and knowing what you want in the home, if that's very important to you, we can give you a breakdown of everything that's going into the home to make sure you're comfortable with the interior finishes.
Let us know in the comment section down below which package, if I were to label these, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost like you're reading a book. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me know.
They're actually labeled right on the bottom there for you. 1, 2, 3,
oh,
4,
shit.
like
look at that.
Said.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, you were on it, Christian, man.
Yeah, like reading a book, right? I could work for this builder probably.
Yep, and then this side is the Tradition series, as you can see up there, what they call the Preferred, and those are the different packages that they offer in the higher tier series.
What would you pick out of these?
You know what's really been growing on me lately
Oh
is
man,
the
no.
number
Before you
two.
even say it, I know what it is. You're gonna steal what I like.
Go for it. What is it?
Number two.
Number two. That's really kind of coming back. A lot of people have been going with the whites and the grays for the past couple of years,
Yeah,
but these nice wood-looking finishes, they're timeless and they
they're gonna
look good
they're
with.
gonna crush us in the comment section. You know that, right? They're gonna
I'm
be like,
okay with
"What are
it.
you talking about? Number one all day."
A lot of people like their whites and their grays still, but I'm a big fan of the different color, light woods, dark wood
Yeah,
finishes. I really like the one that they offer here, that like kind of caramel
yeah.
color. I think it's beautiful, especially with the nice white quartz countertops right against it. It looks great.
By the way, people, if you see anything in these homes that really rubs you wrong, meaning that, you love everything, but you just simply can't deal with this or whatever it may be, do it aftermarket. Keep it for a year. Beat it up. Tear it up, right? And then take the time to find the one that you really like. And I guarantee you'll do it for a more affordable price. It may not be financed into your home, but I can tell you this: if you want to do countertops, I mean, you could do all of your countertops for right around $5,000. You know, it may not be financed into your home, but you can get it for a good price and, put it in for a good price. So get the home for a good price, put the countertops in for a good price.
Like you said, you're getting it all brand new. So if you can live with it and it's not ruining your life to look at the colors that you don't like or the countertops you don't like, you can beat it up for a few years. It's all brand new anyway. And then take your time and at your financial timing, decide when you want to go ahead and replace the things in your home. Because we like to say it's a blank slate for this builder. They give you a really good kind of starter home with some really good finishes. And then you can add on your own backsplash. You can add different finishes like this one. You might have to add the hardware to the cabinets, but you can choose exactly what hardware you want. Maybe you want to switch the faucet out, then you can match it all together. So some
Unless
of
you
those
are
little
clients that you were talking about on the last home that have the pool, and then
mm-hmm.
day one when they move in, they rip the floor out day one, like tile floor.
They of that Camden floor plan with the Gen Suite, the whole entire house was
Yeah.
switched to LVP, and it did look amazing. But they got the home at the price they wanted, so they had some, a little bit of contingency money to go in and make a few changes and add their pool as well.
Yeah. I mean, they good people. We like them too. They like champagne.
They do, and I see them a lot in their community. I pass them when I'm going in there looking. Oh, all the time. I've seen them several times when I'm in there flying the drone or looking at it. I always tell them, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get you a couple neighbors. Run right here, one over here on the corner. They're like, oh, okay. So
that is cool.
So whenever they move in, I'm gonna shoot them right over to you, so you have some really good people that you guys will know in your neighborhood.
One thing that we don't do.
What's that?
I can't say we don't, because we bring people together on YouTube. Like, we have like a tight knit community on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I say that we don't personally walk new people over to their neighbors and introduce them.
Yeah,
that's something
true,
we should think about, man. Because look, are we the number one relocation service? Without a doubt. Are there things we can improve on? Maybe something like that.
There's always room for improvement. So I agree. I feel like
could you imagine
to know
that?
the neighbors a little bit, and maybe that would even help us out with them sending us more people. People know that we are in these communities. We're friendly. Or the people we work with are great people as well, and kind of bring the whole community together.
I shouldn't say we. You're getting pretty popular, right? Like, you'll walk in these communities and they're like, hey, I see you on YouTube. Or yeah. We'll go to like new places and like, hey, you guys are the guys on YouTube.
Yeah, we get it a lot these days, but it's not a bad thing. People see our faces. People know that we're doing good work in the community, and we really do take good care of our clients. It is a very personal experience for us. We take our time with them. We're very thorough, and even after they close, we're still checking in. One of our clients that we just closed in Winter Haven out at Peace Creek, when I was out there doing the event with you the other day, I swung by their house, said hello. The lady was almost in tears. She was backing out of her driveway. I run and snuck up on her. She almost had a heart attack. It was a joke, but
It's not funny, but like, how you said it, right?
I did. I snuck up. She was like on the phone. I snuck up on her in her car and was like, hey. She was like, oh. But it was
so
super
why
funny.
Was she in tears now? Was she happy or scared?
I think it was a little both, but she was very happy to see me. She got out of the car. She invited me inside, showed me what they had been doing with the house and all the improvements they're making, what they're going to be doing in the future. And they were excited to see me and know that, we're still around and we're checking on them to make sure that they're happy in their home, not just selling you a home and dipping. We're going to get you in the home, make sure you're comfortable, see your improvements. And they were actually asking about maybe hanging out on his birthday next month too.
Oh, hey, we need to. It's time to do a new round of bald Santa Clauses
It is. It is. We
and
got
make
to
some
do that.
stops.
That's it. That's it. We're like the intermediate between Christmas. We get that like springtime, summertime Santa, so you can get some gifts all year round. But
Yeah,
yeah, we have a
if
few
you all
clients we
don't
got to
know,
get to.
here you keep talking, Corey. I'm gonna pull up bald Santa Clauses for them.
That was uh that
Oh
was a
man,
great time actually. I really enjoyed going to be able to see our clients, especially when they don't know we're coming, because you get to see a true reaction of the shock that they feel when we show up. They're excited to see us, excited, that we're in the neighborhood, still showing homes. And then we bring them gifts as well. And what's better than getting, a gift when you weren't expecting it at all? I think that's the best part is them not knowing that we're coming.
dude.
And we're on the golf cart too.
To this day, I have to say this is like
It's one of the best videos, isn't it?
it's one of my favorites. That's for sure.
Yeah. I definitely enjoyed this one.
Let's see if we can see us being the bald Santa Clauses. Can you hear?
Can't hear it.
Okay. All right, so let me show you what we do as the bald Santa Clauses, right? You may catch us one day riding around a community, right? And why do they call us the bald Santa Clauses? Because we'll pull up with a bottle of that stuff right there. Yes,
And just have a good
sir.
time. Just having a good time.
Bald Santa Clauses. Yeah, we stopped in that day. I mean, we had I don't know like 3 or 4 clients. We actually,
Yep.
funny enough, I'm out here. You guys got to go watch this video. I'll link this one down in the description down below. I mean, this was like HGTV, but I pull up on Corey with like this sponsorship. Somebody lent us this golf cart, and actually these people right here were closing on a home. He was in the model home, so that worked out. Awesome people.
Yeah, you surprised me as well that day when you showed up that you were in
Look
the
at
neighborhood and
this.
just
The king. That was pretty cool. So the bald Santa Clauses.
yeah. It's always nice to see the reaction on our clients' faces. Like, when the excitement they get when they find a home they love and they're able to sign that contract, the thrill and the tears when they're at the closing table that they thought they're getting a home that they didn't think they were going to be able to make happen, but we found a way to negotiate the deal for them, or we
Yeah.
found the right community for them. Like a lot of our clients that come to us for the lagoons, and then what 60-70% of them end up buying in another community because
Yeah.
we find something comparable,
Yeah.
better, or has less fees.
And it
So
takes a
it's good to
professional
have
to do that. It takes a professional to guide you in that direction, right? Like, I always use the analogy as like my wife sits in that car, and she wants to buy it immediately, and my job is to show her more. Even if she really wants that car, it's like see it all, like feel the entire emotion, and you never know. There's a good chance you probably don't really want that car. You were just excited at the time, but it takes a professional like yourself to be able to confidently show them other homes and make sure that they can get to the finish line, because it is a stressful process. On top of the move, this is different than just buying a home. Like relocating is different. It is different. There's a lot of moving parts: jobs, family,
Absolutely.
moving, money. It takes a lot.
Exactly. And like you said, we are confident about showing our clients a broad range of homes, communities, floor plans. And it all comes down to finding the right floor plan, the right community, and also the right mortgage too. You got
Yeah.
to have all these things kind of work together to get you in a home so that you're comfortable when you move in. If you skip one of the steps there, you might not be happy in when you move in with the area you're living in. You love the house, but you didn't love the area. You love the area and you love the house, but your mortgage is too high or
Yeah,
it's something that you can't work with. So finding you the right package of moving is kind of what we're here to do.
for sure. All right. Anything else that we need to share with them about this particular video here?
I think that Deerbrook over here in Land Olakes is going to be a very popular community moving forward. They already sold a bunch of homes on the first weekend that they were open.
Yeah.
And I know there's going to be a rush coming to this community for the location, the highly rated schools, like we said, the kind of serenic, peaceful community that it's going to be, where it is only going to be this builder inside this community. And I think it's going to be a hot community coming forward here. And if you want to get in at a good price now, and the next couple months is a good time to start looking at this community.
Yep. I would say all of our information is floating above and in the description down below. We're also going to do a pretty cool Wesley Chapel video next week, right? Try to really encompass like Wesley Chapel, because what we're doing here is obviously showing people different communities surrounding Tampa. But, we want to make sure that we're driving the info home for the people that are looking to move to Wesley Chapel. Because let's be honest, there are a lot of videos out there, right? But what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're giving you the real, right? The real, the raw, like to the point, no fluff at all. Like if we don't like it, like I didn't like that room downstairs in that one house, just call it out, call it for what it is. And then most importantly, just giving you our experience, right? The amount of people that we've already helped and talking about the things that were successful, the things that you might want to consider and look out for. We bring all that to you, or we try to in these videos. So look out for that video as well next week. That's going to be a fun one. Yeah. I'm excited about that one, man.
I am too. When you get with us, we're going to be as honest as we can with you, because if it's the only way you're going to get the best deal and the best home that you're looking for, is we give you the honesty of the community, the equity that you're going to be getting in your home depending on the location. And that's what's pretty much making our clients very happy that they worked with us.
Off the cuff, if you even have one, you might have to think back. What was like the most messed up thing that you've seen happen in the building process? If you have one. I don't even expect you to like have that bookmarked in your head because you're such a forward thinker.
Yeah. Usually when we see a problem, we're just like, okay, how do we solve it? We're here now. How do we move forward through this point? I know we talked about in one of our last videos that we had an appraisal gap that a builder was expecting our VA buyer to cover. And it was on the fact that they were pushing the prices of the home, that the homes weren't appraising appropriately. So we were able to go negotiate. If they were by themselves, they probably would have been stuck either having to back out of the deal or paying the extra gap themselves, which they didn't want to do either of those things. So we were able to find a way to find a little middle ground for the builder to help us out paying a majority of that appraisal. But like you said, these things happen. There's a lot of things that can happen once you're under contract before your home closes. So you got to have professionals on your side that are able to maneuver through these murky waters and get you to the closing table.
You want me to tell you my most screwed up one? I have a few of them, but I was, man, the young me, I was treated badly by these builders before social media and all this, where you could voice your opinion, But I had a client that they gave the incentive to, if you close before, they usually give you that cutoff date, right? If you could close before the 20th, then we're gonna give you an extra $10,000, whatever it was. And I would say, remember, I was telling everybody the perk or the benefit to the builder having their lender is they could see what's going on with the file, right? And so we were coming close to closing and no response from the lender. None. No response from the lender. And it had to extend a few days, which then, and now, I'm a lot more seasoned, right? I know how to work around this. Then I was this guy's not picking up the phone. He's not picking up the phone, and just kind of dealt with it. Whereas now, I would make sure that my people get what they need to get. Like that was kind of foul play. And we know which builders do those kind of things. I mean, some do those things. Some are a lot more friendly with their agents, and they appreciate their agents a little more. But I thought that was a little weird. But hey, at the end of it all, we've learned. And I got a mustache now, so I'm getting older. That was the young me.
Once you start having kids, man, the mustache just comes right in with all the dad outfits and everything else. You probably got a nice pair of those Air Monarchs to cut the grass into.
No, I have some old shoes to cut the grass in, but no, I do not. I do need to get my like dad gear game up. More and more, I've been embracing comfort. So like when I go somewhere, like I'm pretty sure I look like a dad, but comfort to me is most important.
Yeah,
especially in Florida.
You need some of those Tony Romo slip-in Skechers where there's no tie. You don't have to bend over.
Dude,
you're getting to that age, man.
All of my shoes are slip-ins. They all have like no heel on the back. I wear those things out.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, cool. Well, I hope everybody's appreciated that. Obviously, like we packed the punch with this one. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed so you're not missing these things here. Not every video is going to be for everybody, but there are things that you can take from every video that you can apply to every home or every area that you're relocating to, or just where you're currently living. But hit the like button if you could, and we will catch you all on the next one.